sandwich groups.
Look at your groups real quick. One and 3 is on the right with more chalk, and groups 2 and 4 with Kokrom on the left. And then group 5 is where
Define teenage. Yeah.
Can you swap Began and me, please?
Okay.
Yup.
It's just muscle memory.
I'm gonna need you to enunciate the Fae in his name.
Why?
We'll play it back. It'll be funnier.
I mean, that's what my name was before Blizz made me change it.
Did I miss a call?
Yeah, it just sounded like you said fagin.
Oh, probably.
Like Creamy Jim.
Or maybe not. I don't know.
Creamy Jim.
Oh shit.
Free Creamy Jim.
You did nothing wrong.
Free September 11th.
So fucking stupid.
I think this is where I'm
More
supposed to
chalk
be.
crystal.
Yeah,
Remember
yeah.
not to stand on or near the tank unless you're one of these special rogues.
More chalk crystal.
Pagan and Viticus are
Shockwave.
supposed to be in opposite spots, but I think it works out this way.
Kokrom crystal.
Kokrom wait.
Do they want to this it?
Go Kokrom go.
I think we
Vortex.
switched Viticus twice.
Hide.
Alright.
These fucking guys.
Is there a reason it plays like the Night Elf song while they're doing the vortex? The music changes to the Night Elf song, like
Which
little
Night Elf
drums,
song?
like the war.
This guy's
Here, I'll
the
text
night song.
Oops, wrong thing. Here, I'll change it for you.
No, not that one.
I know, changed it for you. But then now people can't hear
More
what I'm
chalk
talking
crystal.
about.
Oops.
Well, if it changes it off this too, it'd be wild.
More chalk crystal. Kokrom crystal.
Kokrom wait.
More chalk crystal. Kokrom crystal.
Kokrom wait. Again. Kokrom go.
Vortex.
It still changes.
Be careful if you go into the middle.
I do what I want.
Furious. More chalk crystal.
Oh, he meant.
I'll be on top of the tank. Don't get too close.
Someone over here is. More chalk crystal.
Someone from your guys' side didn't get close enough.
Kokrom crystal.
Kokrom wait.
More chalk crystal.
Sus.
Go to sleep, little bitch.
Perfect.
Perfectly calculated.
We're going for the immortal run. This run, right?
Not
We
anymore.
were.
So what song would you call that?
I didn't ruin it. Fuck you guys.
Isn't that associated with Nile?
All right,
It is
all
a
right,
nice
everyone,
song, yes.
everyone, go right. Do not go
All
left.
right. Everyone go left, like in NASCAR.
My life is ruined.
Enough lefts make you go right.
Feels wrong. I don't like this.
This is the part where I'm blowing your fucking minds.
No,
Oh no. They're
there's
gonna
a-
make a left
Yeah.
turn.
There's an invisible wall here, like in the Dragon Waste.
Yeah, I can't select Nine Dormy.
2 wrongs don't make a right, but 3 lefts do.
I don't like this.
You had a mage table when you guys were out here.
No. Also, did we actually not get a cauldron?
Yeah, we didn't get it. Oh no, we did. Or
Oh,
I have an old
no.
one actually. No cauldron.
We totally haven't.
Command the enemy legions from within the monstrosity.
Oh no, I went left. I'm just kidding.
You must
Imagine.
Alright, I guess we gotta go left now. That's where the loot master is.
We go where the loot tells us.
Oh god.
Oh, look, stuff.
Every
Brought us
time.
back to his own old ways.
What was this? 2 groups?
Lahu,
There's
over
2
700.
purples, 2
Wow.
blues, and 2 yellows, so just watch the debuff.
Yeah, there's a whole lot of whatever.
Mm-hmm. Healers aren't real people.
It only happens to one person at a time. It's pretty.
Bro, I just landed an amount of mana. What the fuck?
Oh, there's a blue one around here somewhere.
There, it's back.
Hey,
Could have had an orange mana bar.
I know. I had one.
The fuck is mana?
It's usually like a bread-like substance.
It came from the sky.
Youth, I found it.
Oh,
The
did
song
you get
is
your
called
table
Night
or-
Song.
That's what I said before.
Okay, I thought I was like, I don't know why I know that so readily. Because yes, because you said it, and it subconsciously got into my brain. Yes, correct.
Lahu, I don't know if you heard me or not, but I said over 700.
I did hear you. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't know why it plays that during that section.
It's
Multi-Faith
Blizzard's-
Company.
Yeah, it's Blizzard's new favorite song for a little while.
I don't want to be like an idiot, and it's like actually it's Tim's or Koji doing that.
Nope. I have neither of those, and I got it too.
I have game music off, and so I don't hear it.
I feel like an outcast right now. I
You
thought I was
should.
ignoring me.
I'm pretty low.
That one's
Mine.
low.
Music's
but
also off.
there.
Like, they have some great soundtracks in this game. Do you like play with
They
music
do.
off
Yeah.
when you're in Grizzly Hills?
No,
I was just about to say that.
Spotify, and I
it's
listen to
just
it
when
every
I'm reading.
Yeah, same. I turn it off unless when I'm leveling and like doing questing and stuff like that. I'll turn it off.
I set music volume and like don't touch it for 5 years.
I usually watch YouTube or something on the other screen, so
That's a lot
I
of
don't start
quiet.
music.
Watching SOD Prague on the new raid on the other screen.
New raid.
Yeah.
It's the Scarlet Raid.
Yep.
Did they pet the dog?
I don't think the dog was in the raid.
They
Oh,
could've
is that
pet
what
the
you
dog
meant
before
by
going
Ashbringer?
in the raid?
What's that?
Oh, is that why someone was mentioning Ashbringer?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I just figured they meant corrupted Ashbringers.
No, you can. They put in a bunch of stuff. Supposedly, it looks like you could remake the cleansed Ashbringer.
That's cool.
And it is a hunter weapon.
Ranged hunter or melee hunter?
It doesn't matter.
Ranged, for sure.
Yeah, it's a
You
hunter
throw
weapon. Yes.
Because my hunter is a ranged hunter. I didn't give a shit about melee hunter.
Melee gang.
I did it and Nomer wasn't a fan.
I appreciated the melee hunters, but just because in phase 1 that meant we went to Razorfen Crawl and got to fight that really weird boss.
Oh yeah.
That was like level 29 or something.
Well, I mean, if you weren't Beast Mastery with a pet that can solo people, you were doing it wrong. I remember Kinjo dueling my pet and about being a tie.
Yeah, I remember, back
Was
in
it a
BFD, your pet
Scorpid?
was a tank. Yep.
Yeah.
Literally tanked with the
Just
pet a
fucking
couple
used
times, yeah.
Scorpids as tanks for the entire raid. It was kind of dumb.
Vaughn, why do you spit on your ancestors? Your poor baby daggers, no gems, no enchant.
You see, I'm lazy.
You want to get on the boss, but you don't even put in the effort.
I will go back to Stormwind and I will get like the lowest level gems to appease you.
Put intelligence gem.
We'll put resilience gems.
To really not have gems and enchants, we have stuff in the guild bank.
Put the guild bank right in front of him, just for him to make a point.
Everyone,
Where are you?
gather around Vaughn. Put your guild banks in front of him.
Everyone point.
The thing is, I also have the stuff on
Got
me.
them in.
Like I could put the stuff on. I just was lazy and completely forgot.
Who needed the frickin' table? Did you get it? Here, I'm putting one down right
it
now.
was me. You're good. You're good. It's over here. It's already.
Too
Alright.
late.
Another
Already
one.
cast it. Can't move. If I move, it's
someone get a
it's-
drink. I'll be right.
it's cast. That's the dumbest thing is like if somebody like moves while a mage is casting that, it interrupts it and puts it on cooldown. It's fucking dumb.
Welcome to Warlock.
5-minute cooldown too.
Original Warlock. Best way or worst way to ruin summon Doomguard?
Or soul
Like they would
shards.
move?
You'd be like, alright, this is my last soul shard. And then
Oh,
somebody would move and you'd be like, well, get your ass to walk in here.
Yep, that one too.
Yeah, we got a bunch of stuff in the guild bank.
I think we need more guild banks.
Hey, why is there a random fish oil in here?
Birds.
So the shamans can walk on water.
So when you take it out, it decrements your max removal for the day.
Oh.
That's why I put the cookies inside when I take a potion.
Here, I was just messing with the Aghanon thing.
Judge needs cookies for his throat.
Yeah. Put it down my throat, please, Daddy.
Right.
You sound like the spokesperson for Marlboro.
What? Which one?
Any of them.
The unfiltered
from
ones.
Cancer.
Definitely the
Yeah.
unfiltered one.
Welcome to
Right.
flavor country.
Remember, it's not mouth to mouth. It's mouth
Sound like
to
Wilford
mouth.
Brimley before he had diabetes.
That guy definitely was born with it.
We need you to say where were the drugs going?
Where were the drugs going?
Close, but not quite Christian Bale Batman.
Where's Rachel?
Yes.
Where's Rachel? Where is she?
There we go.
I do not have lung cancer.
I did a reload Schiller and it didn't do anything weird.
Why you kill me?
Christian Bale's my only celebrity interaction in real life.
Did he did he yell at you?
No,
Was he a
I
bitch?
I walked past him on the sidewalk on my way to work one morning and said hello, and he said hello, and that was it.
Did he ask you where Rachel was?
No, they were filming a movie on campus where I worked.
Oh, cool.
His body's got to be so messed up from like putting on weight and losing weight so many times.
Oh yeah, his heart is
That
fucked for sure.
cannot be healthy.
2, 1.
The second line as well. Schiller.
Oh, okay.
It's the same line.
That's
It's just
right.
line wrap. Yeah, I kind of was like, wait, what?
Kill green.
Killing green. We will be losing our mana. We will have the health debuff, or health healing debuff.
What's our groups looking like for healers?
Oh, they're an Martini note if you didn't see it, unless it's
Yeah,
wrong.
but like, it is wrong. Yeah.
All right.
It's very wrong. Do we have? Are we like
Loud.
on this?
Set
I am-
Ward 5
no,
healing
no.
it.
You got group 5. You got group 5. What? You got group 5.
Ah,
Everyone
got
stack.
I'm suddenly brimming with confidence.
We're A-okay.
Can we hear from Sam
oh
Elliott
God.
again?
What the hell? Okay, yeah, debuff people. Debuffs. I think we can survive this, maybe.
Fixated.
We are A-okay.
Stack reset in 2, 1.
Oh, why is starting? Opti.
Kill green.
There's actually a tank spot moment.
Okay.
At the
green.
orb.
Just watch your stacks. We've still got 10 seconds. Alright, we're clear. We're stacking in melee again. We're losing our mana. Make sure the mana void is getting low-ish. Anyway, it's already pretty low. Let's get DPS the boss one. Get in melee.
Stack.
Heal to your hearts if you can. I think we can kill it. Yep.
Fixated.
Blade storming and spawning like 4 tentacles is fun.
Kill green.
Go ahead and dot up this void as you're going out. This is the bad combo. We will lust here. We're going to start with Silty's Barrier, followed by Silty's Hymn, and I'll follow up after his Hymn is done, or after his Barrier goes down. Alright, Silty, go ahead and Barrier.
Stack.
Careful, got some stuff on the.
Fixated.
And Hymn. Once the
Oh,
barrier
sexy
is
breed.
gone, You can go ahead and SLT that.
Kill yellow.
Good. Yeah, you've got an ad. Go ahead.
Be everyone to yellow. Yep, everyone to yellow.
We really need to kill these ads because we're spreading here. So if you've got an ad on you, get in melee with the yellow blob, leave them down. Run into melee. Try to help get your ad dead. And then once the globs are there, spread. Go ahead and start spreading now. We're going to lose our mana. Let's try to grip in the void and
Kill now. Kill now.
We got healing debuff as well.
Have any of you guys used your land hands yet?
No.
I've
If you're starting to get low, you can help.
That's mine on Kalaya.
I'll go next.
Kill yellow.
Alright, we're killing yellow. We should all be moving to yellow if we're not already there. Healing debuff is down, but it will be reapplied soon. We're getting it melee. Mine is not up for a minute 30. Still T.
Very good.
Yeah, we are killing that void, so if you want to like
Nuke it.
range can get on it. Yep. Alright. Healing debuff is out. Be careful.
Kill it whenever.
Stack reset and
Are we staying on boss or not?
Kill yellow.
Yes.
Yep.
Kill the boss, yeah.
Run boss. Yeah. Just Sophie, not us yet. We can DPS now.
Right, this one day.
Oh yeah.
I may or may not have wand on my bars. Yeah. Look that away.
Stack.
Take that you didn't level this character during Classic. Like vanilla.
When futzing with my priest a couple days ago, I actually took wand off my bars.
Oh, look at that cutting.
So I don't know why it happens specifically on this boss, but does anyone have like your inputs just get eaten? Like you're pressing things and just nothing happens?
Nope.
Like it's not my latency going up because my latency is perfectly fine, but I got to a point where it was like batching 4 of my abilities before doing anything. And it would do them in the order that I pressed them without me pressing it.
I would like to say that's my excuse, but I'm just bad.
I'm just confused because like it ruined 3 of my burst windows because it would just queue things up without doing it. And it only happens on your Saj.
My Saj?
We Saj.
Our side.
Our side. Damn it.
No, yeah.
What am I even looking at in this picture? Is that just healers? What's happening?
I'll explain it once this room is cleared. But in essence, we're looking at us bifurcating the room in half, range stack going to one side, killing the claws, and then the flayers, and then finally the big claws, and the other half of the raid going to the other side, doing the exact same thing. We're just going to basically mirror each other's movements in phase 2. There's going to be a fuck ton of raid damage at the beginning of every phase 2, and then it slowly gets lower and lower. The incoming raid damage, that is, the more tentacles we kill.
Question. What's bifurcating mean?
Splitting it in half.
Yeah. The issue, though, is I'm not really sure where the orientation of the two tentacles are. I'm hoping it's static. It's not different or random. I think it's the same every time, so that we'll know where we're going without having to guess, where the tentacles are going to be.
This might be me gaslighting myself, but I'm pretty sure they're static.
That'd be great.
Yeah, I want to say in the video that someone linked, he had the markers and they were like right on the markers.
What's the cooldown of Aura Mastery?
3 minutes.
2 minutes.
Damn it.
Do I hear 1 minute?
Uh-oh, it wasn't updated and I was reading old loot shit. Oops. Oh well. Guess now we have an answer to whether or not that was updated. Alright, who's got the... Everybody's got the van.
I thought I read that as awful lava coral. That might be what I have, Bob.
Santitas are good. They're also cheap as fuck too, but they're good.
Kalaya, do you have your 4-piece yet?
Am I what?
Do you have your 4-piece that gives like a raid wide?
No.
Damn.
And she's a Vank token. Of course she doesn't.
Yeah.
And according to you, she doesn't exist, so there's that.
Okay.
She only exists when he won something from her.
Yeah.
All right. So the big change between normal and heroic is that in heroic, all those tentacles we see that's untargetable in normal during phase 2. Well, those become targetable in heroic, and we actually have to kill them as soon as possible, or else we just die to them. Looking at him now, while I'm putting up these world markers, is anyone able to kind of guess where the big claws are going to be?
I think they're like right there on the edge.
Okay.
Like,
On the edge of the.
like where they kind of come in a little bit,
Okay, that's helpful.
somewhere around there ish.
How many world markers do we have? Do we have 8 or
Yeah,
10?
8. You have 8.
I mean, I don't really need to put world markers around each of these flare spawns. Okay, so in phase 2, like this is the entire fight. I mean, granted, we need to figure out the orb bouncing, which we'll get, but the entire fight on heroic is made or broken by us handling phase 2 properly. Here is the kill order. Okay. All right, here's how it's going to work out at least. In phase 2, we're already split into our groups because we've got a ranged soak stack and we've got a melee soak stack for the orbs. When phase 2 happens, ranged is going to go to the orange circle side of the room, and melee are going to go to the moon side of the room. The kill prio for these are going to be the small claws, then the flares, which are currently marked by the circles around the room. The world markers blue, green, purple, and red show the orange side, and I haven't marked the moon side, but you can basically see where the flares are going to be. That's the second kill prio. The last kill prio is going to be the big claws. The tanks are going to take the big claws, and I guess Youth is also going to tank the boss as well, as well as the big claw simultaneously. Although I think for part of phase 2, Zonaz just kind of like stands there and does nothing. While they're doing that, everyone is killing the small claws, and then we're just moving in a semicircle around the room, killing the flayers. Ranged might have a slightly easier time because they don't actually have to melee the flayers, whereas the melee stack will.
I was gonna say, should the melee maybe just go DPS the big claws?
No, because big claws do no raid damage, the small claws do, and the flayers do. Or more specifically, the flayers do very dangerous flay damage, hence the name flayer. So while it's not fun to have to kind of like run around the room and kill stuff, that's basically the job here. There are other ways we can split things up, but I think since we're already in 2 stacks with the orb stack in phase 1, it seemed like it'd be easiest to just split it up that way. I'm open to disagreements after we've seen a few polls here. Go ahead.
Oh, no, you're good.
For phase 1 poll, we're going to have the entire range stack basically around, blue. The key is just to ensure that we get a good bounce, and we're going to put a marker on someone, and the range stack are going to stack on that person. There's not going to be a loose spreading here. We're actually going to be stacking pretty tightly. Melee, you don't have to stack as tightly, but you still want to be in range of the orb in order to help spread the damage when it bounces. We're going to bounce it 5 times. And once we get good at it, we might bump it up to 7. But for now, we're going to do 5. And then we're going to let the orb go through to the boss. And that triggers phase 2. We've got raid CDs. We're splitting up the priests and the druids. So during the first phase 2 intermission, it's going to be mostly the priests doing the raid healing. The other healers are just basically, healing out of their minds, trying to keep everyone up while we are killing the small claws and the flayers. As I mentioned, as the tentacles die, the raid damage goes down, so we just really need to survive those first 10 to 15 seconds, and then after that, phase 2 gets easier. All right, I'm going to stop explaining, and I think we just look at the fight. we really need to kind of get this orb bounce figured out too. There's two ways we can do this. One, you point the boss towards blue, and then once the orb goes out, you can either turn him 90 degrees, and then the melee basically go on the side where the orb is going towards the boss to bounce, or you can just flip him around 180 degrees. I've heard some people say that if he does 90 degrees, then it's easier for range to attack the boss. But I honestly don't care about range DPS on the boss right now. I care more about us figuring out this fucking orb
If
bounce
healers are
mechanic.
stacking on range, he probably wants to go 90.
Yeah, I was
Healers can't heal him.
We're gonna have three. We're gonna have 3 healers in melee, and 3 ranged. The melee healers should really try to prioritize keeping Youth alive. So with that, I'll let Youth decide how he wants to turn the boss.
Yeah, I'll shoot the orb at square, and then I'll rotate towards orange, because when we decide to crash the ball, I'll have to pull him towards moon, and that's where melee's going, right?
Yep.
So
that makes sense.
You said you're turning towards orange. Are you also moving slightly towards orange? Or staying still?
I'll probably have to move him towards orange so that the melee stack, like, depends on where the ball bounces, right?
Yeah, I was going to suggest you just move slightly towards it, just to keep it safe, so the melee will be the only ones who even have a chance to get to it.
What the answer to your question is yes. There's going to be no dispelling going on this fight. We are not dispelling the debuff, we're just healing through.
For the initial bounces, are we doing where range are just, committing to wherever, and then Youth has to move the boss to, like, deal with it, or, like, how are we doing?
I would like Youth to point the orb towards blue, and blue is basically where the range stack is going to intercept that orb and bounce it back towards the boss. And then after that, I think we just kind of shift as needed if the orb shifts to the left or to the right. Does that answer your question?
No. So the initial bounce, like, most of the time the initial bounce was too close to the boss, so it activates under the boss and goes directly into him instantly.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So is Youth going to be moving the boss away? Are we letting, like, the ranged ball, like, come out a bit, and then we do like the solo soak to send it in?
Yeah, I thought about doing solo soaks, but I don't want to do it. What I would like to do, even though it's not optimal, just to learn this and kind of see how the bounces work and how they can be done better. I would like range to stand out further than they need to be, i.e. probably like out of range of the boss, just so we can kind of figure out how the activation works. I'm open to having the fire mages, since we have 2, start each orb phase with a solo soak. But that's going to require more movement from the range stack. What's going to happen is that the range stack is going to have to start off on the side, let the orb go past them, and have the fire mage bounce it into melee. And then the range stack are going to have to move into the path after the orb passes them, so that when melee bounces it out, it bounces back out to the range stack. One other question. Is there a 5-second activation for every bounce, or just the first one? Okay.
It's for every bounce. It's just the first one is the one that's fucky.
Yeah. So, I still don't understand why that 5-second activation thing is a thing, because it seems like, for us at least, it always risks the range stack being out of range of the boss. I don't know. And it seems to me that I'd be curious to see a video where the entire range stack does it versus just having fire mages and shadow priests do it. Because that's easy. That's just like one ranged DPS bouncing every 2 minutes, right? That doesn't hurt their damage that much. But having the entire range stack do it, that hurts.
Oh no, I can't trade for like 2 minutes.
That said, we're dealing with a 10% debuff, so there's less boss health to worry about. So the enrage is not as big of a deal. So we can afford to have less than optimal uptime on the boss for the range stack. But anyway, we're gonna have Wet, Silty, and Death at range, and soaking with the range stack, and they're more or less healing the ranged. And 6, Xiao, and Quatch are going to be stacking with melee and more or less healing Youth, but also topping up the melee stack when they hit a.
I totally knew I was healing. Yep.
This is definitely 6 heals are needed. It's, arguably 7 wouldn't be bad for prog either, but I think we can do with 6.
Are you coming back in, Porf? I don't know where you're at.
I think his internet
He's offline.
died. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I guess we'll just go.
Yeah, we're just winning the fight. Let's just go.
Did we split side melee? We did. I didn't catch that.
Melee is going to be on Moon for phase 2. Range is going to be on Orange for phase 2.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Orb soon.
Got range.
Void orb.
Back up, back up, back up. Me. Grab my ass. Okay, now we can wiggle forward.
Melee, you should know where to go. Be on the right side of the boss. Good.
Let's go over this thing.
You can let it come to us more.
No dispels. Just kill it.
Oh no, it's an intercept this.
We gotta all get into it range. We gotta move to it.
I think that was the one we wanted to let in.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let
Let
it
it
in.
go now. Yeah.
Phase
Go ahead
2.
and your size. Okay. You see where the big tentacles are? That's where the tanks are going. You see the small tentacles? Everyone should be targeting the small tentacles first.
By small tentacles, do you mean flails?
I do need flails.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. There are 2 flails on each side. And then there are 4 flayers on each side.
Melee should probably start running there well before they spawn.
Yeah, that's fine.
Because we need to kill them, like, ASAP.
When Lauhu or whoever calls to let the ball in, that's when you should just go.
Yeah.
Feast is still up, so get it.
The dots hurt more on heroic, perhaps unsurprisingly. So, if I remember correctly, healers can and should probably just stack right on the orange and moon markers, so you will be in range of both your tank and the DPS that you're responsible for.
On that, couple O thing is when we do get the activation being come back like to ranged, you don't need to like move backwards into the orb thing or whatever. It'll sort itself. And people in melee need to be like really close to the boss. Because if you activate it, because remember it's like a 20-yard activation range or whatever, and if you're like at max melee range and you activate it out, that means that range you're gonna have to, potentially move backwards.
You there, Rob?
Yep.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Orb soon. Void orb.
With me, guys, with me. Grab my hands.
Melee, see where the orb is?
Shadows on you.
Far out still. Stop running into the orb, please.
Let it hit now?
Yeah,
let it
let
hit.
it now.
Melee run to Tentacles.
Okay. Healers, get to your spot.
Phase 2.
Oh, god. Okay, looks like they're random.
No, they're not.
Oh, is this the same spot
He
as
has it
before?
on the side here.
Oh, okay. Once the small ones are dead, we gotta... Okay. I didn't mention this before. I mentioned it like 2 months ago. These flayers are interruptible.
Phase
when
1.
they quote-unquote crouch, you can interrupt them. So I don't know if you want to do interrupt rotations or something else.
You're talking about the eyes, yeah.
Yeah.
The eyes.
Orb
yeah.
soon.
You sure?
Yes.
Yeah, I've kicked them. I get like interrupt something.
When they look like they're kneeling, they can be interrupted, even though they don't have a cast bar.
Weird.
I like Wet's idea. Can we practice this phase before the other one?
I am in strong opposition to that idea. We should
What's
learn
that?
it the right way. Even if it's slower.
Okay, cool. Like, do you control the raid?
Yeah, no, it does not get a res.
It didn't reach me, I guess.
And Fagin, yeah.
I'm coming.
Anyway, on that last one, Melee, don't run out to like embrace the orb. I watched someone like run out to tag it.
Thank you.
Yeah, just trust that Youth will move out of the way if it's too close and be like directly behind the boss, even if it's slightly back a bit to catch it. But like align yourself with its tail and move behind.
From my perspective, it looked like it was fine for like the boss positioning was fine. Yeah.
I think it was, yeah. But like I think that's the worry. That's why people run out, is that they're worried it's gonna hit. But we need to not worry.
I would make sure the healers aren't perfectly on Moon and Orange, because I repositioned these world markers such that I think the big tentacles are essentially spawning on those markers, and you don't want to be in melee range if a tank's not there. So just kind of move 5 or 10 yards away from there. But otherwise, you're welcome to just kind of stay in that general area. The range side is going to...
5, 4,
You have the wrong marker.
Yeah, I'm going range, correct?
Orb
I
soon.
think that was for the stack when we're in this right here. You're still going down
Yeah,
to
you're-
a circle. You're fine.
Yeah, you're going to the orange circle, that's right. Okay, melee, intercept this. practice, we're gonna let this through next time.
That means melee out.
Yeah, maybe.
Phase 2.
No melee should be with.
Yeah, I'm confused where melee are going. I think they went to circle side flail first.
No. All of melee stack should be with on the moon side.
Phase 1.
Can someone confirm that the small claws spawn in the same spot, similar to how the big claws spawn in the same spot?
Yeah,
It seems like it.
Okay.
Basically, where Dez is dead at and where Viticus and I are dead at are where the two spawn over here.
Let's mark a melee so that we can just kind of have like a, a blender mob, sort of just steamroll together as one.
Congrats, Vegan's moon now.
Where we died here, it's kind of in between orange and moon. Were we on the wrong side? It's not really a side. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the two spawn like in the middle of the two sides, so I've just been killing both of them.
One spawns right here.
The thing is I don't think it makes sense to necessarily kill the flares before the eyes, because we're gonna be running more than killing shit.
No, it does make sense because each of the tentacles adds a stack to the damage that goes out to us every second or whatever, and the little claws have a lot less health, so they just die quicker. So it's just easier way to get less raid damage going out.
Yeah, the small claws tentacles, which is what I'm going to call them. I think they're shit. I already forgot what they're called. Anyway, the small claw tentacles. They have a little
flails
raid.
and eyes.
The flails have a little stacking raid-wide AOE, which is why you prioritize those. The other reason is that they just have so little health that it's really easy. And then the flares are after that. The big claws are last because they do nothing other than just hit the tank really hard.
Yeah, be careful running by them also, because they will just clothesline you like they did to me.
Yeah, the small claws, ideally a plate DPS is attacking those. I guess I'm not sure exactly how it's working.
They still hit pretty hard.
Range side.
Is it a stacking dot? Because the book says the flails, inflict 29,000 shadow damage to a random player, and the eyes do 22,500 shadow damage to a random player. The flails also do melee damage to people in range, but it doesn't seem like there's an appreciable difference in damage between the two.
The book's not complete. It doesn't have the stacking debuff in it.
Okay.
Yeah, the book shows like what they do, and then as like just a room-wide aura, each tentacle is +1 dot.
Alright.
So, for clarity, where is the melee going exactly?
Yeah, where is the first small claw? I want to put a world marker on it.
There's one just a little bit north of where you're standing right now, like right over here where Pwn and I are.
Here-ish.
So this is generally where
Yeah.
the melee DPS are going.
And then there's another one over there by where Styx is, kind of.
Yeah.
It might actually make sense to split the melee stacks into two then. What do you think about that?
No,
What?
thank you.
Why?
Just so the
Wow, everyone took offense to that?
Healers are.
Yeah,
no.
no. We need them
Yeah.
together
The
and close for
two-
range.
If we do it this way, Blue and Skull are farther apart than Skull and the other one up there. Because there's another one that spawns, like right here.
We should definitely.
Yeah, pretty much right there.
We should orient ourselves such that like, yeah, the the two sides are killing the two claws that are closest to one another.
So
Okay.
does it kind of like, this might just be stupid to ask, but does it make sense to like create 4 kill squads then, 2 melee and 2 range, and just kind of have one working the, I don't know what fucking side this would be, the east to south side, and then the other team working.
Some people do that.
Yeah, like split it up that way maybe, so we each kind of get a quadrant instead of bifurcate.
Yeah, some people do it in quadrants.
As far as range, I'm pretty sure that blue is a bit too far left and it spawns more here-ish. Like, we can just turn and really nuke that thing as soon as it comes out with where we're already standing.
Okay.
Yeah. From
so
where we
what it
are.
sounds like is we should maybe rotate 90 degrees. That is what I'm hearing, which is fine. But what it means is that melee is now getting skull and star, and range is getting blue and an unmarked claw. But it also means that the flares that you kill afterwards is going to be rotated 90 degrees as well.
So
like,
I'm
for
pretty sure this
example-
is where the other flail comes out, is here, and then the one up by star. So it's basically like every other in between these like gaps between these like circle things is either a flail or a giant one.
Yeah, I feel like this way is a better split up, because then once you're done with the last eye, you're right next to the claw to start killing it instead of having to like run halfway across the room.
All right. So, what we're doing here is melee. The melee group is basically going to kill skull and star, and then the flares around that side of the room. And range is going to get blue and green, and the flares around the blue and green side of the room.
Or the flares that melee are in charge of, are we starting at the unmarked circle by star or red? Is red still a ranged orange side
Range
flare?
will no longer be X will no longer be a ranged flare, or a flare that ranged is responsible for.
Okay, so we're getting basically the flare at X over to the flare that's going to be in front of Moon.
Correct.
Instead of the room being divided into a circle side and a moon side, we're basically cutting the room along that line of circle and moon, and melee is on the left of it and range is on the right of it.
Yeah.
From where I'm looking, sorry. Melee is on star and skull side.
All right, and this is kind of how the weird semicircle thing on my diagram, like a little paint diagram, is starting to come into a clearer and coming into focus. Range is basically going to go from skull to star to red, back across to purple, and then ending at moon.
You mean melee?
Yeah, and then range are starting at, I guess, no, they need to start at green. Range, you need to start at green and then go to blue, and then get the flare behind blue, and then arc your way back over towards green, and you're ending at orange.
So I mean, range probably won't have as much of a problem because we can kind of
they won't
stand still from where we are and kill both of those. But I think the issue will be like moving to the other side to kill whatever else is on it. So like I assume we want us to kill the eye as well. That's going to spawn over here.
Correct.
So we'd have to move for that one and then like double back all the way over to get the other eye on this side as well. And then
You
eventually
could
the
kind of
big
do what we
tentacle.
used to do back in classic vanilla. Like, put Shao as your focus target, or someone who feels confident in the kill prio, and just attack what they're attacking.
You gotta grab a screenshot when they all spawn so we can see where they all are, so everyone has a better idea too.
Sure.
We should do NPR.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Orb soon.
Backup range.
Void orb.
Okay, I get ready.
Shadows on me.
Yep, range melee let it through. Oh, I just made that frontal combo.
Yeah, he shot early.
Okay, I see one flail. Okay, yeah, okay, I see it now.
I will die where this flail is.
Yeah,
that's what I was gonna go do.
Oh, that's new. They
Fagan's already at this one.
This is great. I can actually do world markers while I'm dead. Perfect.
Yeah, my evasion did not do anything.
Can someone move green and blue? Someone on range side that saw where they were.
You have to have assist.
No. Assist, yeah.
Where is?
All right, look in general.
So from what it looks like, I think the best thing for melee is to start on star, kill that one, kill skull, and then work in a big loop on the eye men, and then we'll end at nipple where that claw is.
You want melee to go to orange.
I was thinking skull star red and then loop around that way and end at moon.
Back to purple, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Was there even a claw there though?
Yeah, there's a claw at moon, I think.
There's a big claw at moon, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then there's another big claw at orange.
Yeah, that's what I like. Start little claw, skull, star, and then loop around the outside in sort of the reverse clockwise. Counterclockwise. That's the word.
Okay. I didn't realize that the purple one was.
When I'm pulling the boss back towards moon to catch the ball, he's gonna be facing towards star and skull. So
yeah,
adjust your pathing in case he shoots before the timer again.
By the end of the night, or in the next 30 to 45 minutes, I think we're gonna try to do 2 more bounces. But for now, let's just continue doing it 5, because I mean, aside from standing where you need to stand for the bounce and healing the dots, like phase 1's pretty straightforward.
Can we try something in phase 1?
Yeah.
For the like initial start, right? Basically like point him at blue, and then you like spin him around like 180 as soon as like the ball spawns, but don't actually move him, because like I think it's fine.
I guess it just depends on if he starts running before I get there, depending on like sometimes he seems to run forward a little bit, but I would try and keep him on the mushrooms right now.
It's like if he moves when you pull him, that's fine. Just don't try and move him back type thing. Range can move back if he moves on the ball.
Alright.
And then for melee, when the boss does spin around, like Mongo stack like inside his hitbox, just inside his hitbox.
Orb soon.
Alright. Ranged with me, we're way back.
Void orb.
Melee adjust.
Don't move the boss though, you.
Melee adjust. Okay, melee, we're letting the ball through.
Do not go in front of the boss.
Oh, sure. Just heal the dots. Heal the dots.
It just.
Phase 2.
Melee on skull. Star, good. Now get the red eye.
I think range missed one over here.
Phase 1.
No, that was the point. We're going back to
I didn't
kill
realize
it.
the boss was still active. Youth needs more healers then.
No, whoever made the comment about range missing a flare is correct.
Orb
Melee
soon.
can't be forced to get that flare that is currently unmarked but close to it. Range has to get that one. And the time to get it would be after
Void
you
Horn.
kill the blue little claw. That flare that was alive is going to be your first flare that you kill after the 2 small claws. And then you're going to... Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
We're gonna end like near
Orange.
circle, correct?
Correct. That's right. Yep. And melee is doing almost the exact same thing, just mirror opposite of you on the other side of the.
You know, it didn't spawn a second claw.
The big one, you mean?
It's because the second go around it was late.
What's the purple one you used for? Is that like the purple and X? What are we using those two for?
Those are right now marking the start and end of the melee side.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Eyes.
But you know what? Purple, for the most part, is not really all that important. We get it. We should mark purple as the first ranged flare. Is that okay with everyone?
That's fine.
Well, there's an unmarked one, like literally in between square and moon, like in the water.
Yeah, we don't
I
have
saw it pop up there.
So
Wait.
just a thought.
For that second one that popped up.
You said there was a second small claw that was not killed?
It looked like
Or
there was a
something
second one on that second
There should only be
spawn.
4.
Yeah, there's only 4. So if range killed 2, then what you saw is something
No.
else.
This was when we entered phase 2 for the second time. There was another flail, or whatever the hell it's called. The smallest tentacle.
The
that
second
was
time,
in
if you,
between.
I think if you don't kill all of them the first time, it spawns more.
Yes, that is true. That's right.
Okay.
So just a thought, because I went to the wrong flare and I just killed it myself. Is there any reason melee shouldn't just each take one?
Because the healing.
Stacked healing.
Yeah. I mean, if you're able to survive on your own, then it's not a bad thing.
Speaking of the stacked healing, how I'm going to be the most effective in this fight is if I follow the melee around. That's going to put me out of range of youth.
Okay.
Who's tanking the boss and a tentacle?
Yeah.
Just think that if we kill them quicker, then there's going to be less required healing, right? And they're going to go down a lot quicker if everyone runs to one first and kills it versus going from one to another, right?
Yeah. I mean, the kill prio for the flares, whatever they're called, eyes, I don't care too much about. I just want to make sure that small claws die first.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the eyes. I'm talking about the flails, the little ones.
Yeah, the flails.
Yeah, is there any merit to how many melee do we have? 9? 10? Or 8?
I mean,
8 that aren't tanks, yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
just 2 melee to each of the little claws. As soon as they pop up, any 2 of us can burst it down pretty much instantly.
I like it. Yeah. I like it. And then you 2 can fan off. So basically, I think what we would do then is Star takes X and the eye.
Hey, just go to your
the
nearest
left
eye.
X. And and then Skull is going to go to the left of Skull and the flare behind Moon. And then you all will congregate around Moon after your eye stalks are dead.
We'd have to also split up ranged a bit too.
Yeah.
Just spread them out a bit more.
Yeah. Range should do that. I don't know if you want to have that conversation now. I welcome it, actually, because there's actually less running involved. So arguably the range side should die faster than the melee side. Like, split yourself off into 2 groups, for example. Like, have Group 3 take blue, purple, and this unmarked thing where I'm standing right now. And then Group 4 takes green, assuming there's a small claw tentacle around green, and then the 2 flares behind it. And then the healers for the range stack basically need to just kind of be standing where I am right now, so you can cover both sides. Me and Watch should try to be around Skull, so that we cover everyone. And then 6 can go wherever he wants, but 6 should probably be around Skull as well.
If you're gonna be around Skull, I'm gonna follow the melee that started at Star and then stand out.
That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Just acknowledging that you're gonna have a smaller group you're following now, so your heals aren't.
Yeah, which sucks, but I understand.
Yeah. So which marks are which melee going to?
Let's. So Fagin is in group.
I'll take Pone and go to Star.
You want to have 4 people with you, and then have 4 people with Risen.
2 rogues.
I thought we were
Pone,
going
right?
2 and 2 to each, like each individual flail.
Well, then what are you gonna have?
There's
what are you
8
gonna do with
melee.
Yeah, what are you gonna do with the
Yeah.
other 4 melee? They may as well go.
The
with
other 2 flails, like the melee go to
Yeah,
all of
so-
the flails, is what I was thinking.
Okay, that's fine.
Because they would, like, instantly go down if melee are there when they pop up.
Yeah, I'll go toward blue.
Judge and I can go to blue. Fagin and Pone can go to Star. Vaughn and Seraphis can go to Skull. And Desiree and Viticus can go to green.
So
Hold on. Wait,
one thing I'll
why-
say
why are
about that, I wouldn't go to green or blue because range can cover those from where they're standing. You don't have to
Yeah,
run
like,
all the way
I'm
over
liking
there.
this less and less. Let's
You
keep at
guys,
least
you
four.
guys are
Okay,
moving
okay.
too much for that.
Wait.
Just do 4 on
and 4.
Star
Okay.
and 4 on Skull, and then work your way
Yes.
kind of like
Okay,
down towards.
so group 1
Moon
go to
and
Skull, and group 2
Circle.
go to Star, and then we'll work our way around.
Yeah. All right, that's fine.
Don't be in your pre-pull set. I might pull early.
You're trying
No,
to
we're
figure out where you
just,
can
we're
pull
just gonna
from.
be in a we're just gonna be in a group back here. You and if it blasts us, we all fucking die. Smile.
5, 4, 3.
That's pretty close.
Orb soon.
Back with me, guys. Back with me.
Void orb.
Melee
You
bead
lost your
right under
mark.
the boss. Melee bead right under the boss.
We. Yeah.
Hey, listen.
Phase 2.
Yeah, that's true. Go ahead and go. Let's just try to do this.
Which melee
Phase
are
1.
going to Star again? I thought it was green.
Group 2.
Okay. You weren't all there then.
Yeah, I don't think the same thing happened with the
Orb
range.
soon.
Everyone went to blue.
Shadows on you.
Yeah, I'll say it again. Group 2 is Star, right?
Yes, group 2 is Star, group 1 is
Group
Skull.
1 is Skull. Group 3 is blue. Group 4 is green.
Okay, I'll make this easier. I'll mark one person from each group, and you just follow your group marker.
Yep, that's fine.
And they will correlate with the mark you're going towards to make it even easier.
I mean, to be fair, as scuffed as that was, we still got everything down, except for
No.
the big ones that time at least.
Yeah, I mean, I know it's annoying for people to kind of like, talk through this, but like Jordy's recommended strat and Riani's recommended strat, like it kind of works, but we need to see what works best for us, right? And we're kind of talking through what works best for us. I think the strat that we've, settled on is gonna work.
So just for recap, Group
Until
1 you're
dusk.
going to Skull, so follow the Skull. Group 2 you're going with Star, so follow the Star. Group 3 you're going towards Triangle, so follow the Triangle. And then Group 4 you're going with Square, or you're going to Square, so follow the Square.
Also, Ranger need to be over here on this herb cage, not in front of that dark circle, so you can actually hit both square and green without moving.
I'll heal green side if somebody else wants to heal blue side.
So I'm not sure if I just like missed something, but I just want to make sure. So group 2, I'm going to Star to kill that. Is the next eye that we're going to the unmarked to the left of X? Or
You're going to collapse towards circle. So
You're going
Star
to
side,
X.
Star side.
You're going to X.
So then Skull is getting the one between
Correct.
Skull
They're
and Star.
No.
No.
Then
You're gonna.
skip
You're,
that.
you're going.
We're
gonna
getting
slap
red
on that one.
and then going left.
Yeah, you're going Star X, that unmarked one you talked about, and then we're going to end up wherever that claw is that's closer to purple.
All right, we're going
After
counterclockwise.
So I guess why? I'm just trying to figure out why are we going Star X and then circle?
You're not.
We're not going Star X circle. We're going Star X and then working our way back around to the left
Towards Skull.
to end over behind Moon.
Correct.
Alright, that just feels absolutely horrendous for an uptime perspective.
But
I don't disagree, but it's the only way we can do.
You're going to kill a small claw and 2 eye stalks in next to no time at all. And that's what allows us to survive phase 2. We'll fine tune DPS uptime later. We're just trying to survive phase 2.
And X is
The
gonna
ranged,
go.
the eye stalks that range is taking is the purple one here, all the way over to the one to the right of the X. And we're taking the X all the way over to the unmarked one right here to the right of purple. For the eyes.
So I guess my only thought behind that was why don't we shift it one right so that way like just things just flow better because I understand it's like just trying to
It's going to be uneven either way you do it.
Yeah, the way that the small claws are laid out. Like, it's 6 of one, half dozen of the other.
Yeah.
But like what I'm saying is that like you go like Star X to the right of X for one melee group, Skull, the one between Skull Star, to the left of that collapse onto Moon. Like each hill group is getting 1 claw, 2 eyes, and then collapsing on the big claw. So you effectively just have.
I mean,
2
yeah, that makes sense, but it's then just pushing the onus of moving a little bit more onto ranged.
Right.
I mean, they can move a lot better than melee.
4,
Yeah.
3,
I mean,
2,
you're not wrong, but someone gets boned somewhere.
Orb soon.
Okay, following the person marked
Range
in your
with
group.
me.
Void
It's
orb.
on square. Range on square.
Range with me.
Melee, we need to be ready to adjust here, okay? We've got to intercept the orb here.
Phase
Oh,
2.
yeah, I think
Wasn't
actually
active.
that, it was not active, yeah.
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 Oh.
Make sure you interrupt.
Phase 1.
More interrupts.
Ooh, solar flare does the fucking Lord's work on this. Holy shit.
Orb soon.
Okay, so
So I think the
Die, and we
compromise.
do it again.
I think
Yeah.
the compromise between what we said out at first and what Vaughn was saying is that melee still go, or this group 2 still go Star X,
Don't
and
move
then
you.
back
Don't
one.
move you. Don't move.
But then we go to the claw on nipple instead of tracking all the way over to the one on blue.
That's what I mean is that because if
Void
you're
orange.
going towards moon side, the group that goes to star, by the time we kill star, we kill X.
Oh, pointed at me. Pointed at
And
me.
then we get the one between
God
skull
damn
and
it.
star. We now just have to just do a dead run over to moon because the other two eyes should be dead from the skull team. Whereas if like you just go right instead, you'd go X, that empty one, and then you're immediately right there at the circle claw and can start DPSing it.
All right, look, I'm gonna level set here on what we're doing. All right, we're splitting up into essentially 4 quadrants. All right, that's essentially what it feels like. Group 1 is getting skull, the small claw and skull, and then the 2 flails to the left of skull, and then they're ending on moon, right? The group 2 is doing star, red, and then the flail to the left of star, and then it's fine to go to skull or orange if you want, because that is closest. I think that makes sense.
If we are doing that, I think we should go to the other one instead of X
Yeah.
first.
Yeah, that's fine. Does group 2 understand that? You're basically doing small claw.
Yeah, so go to the one at the far west.
Yeah.
Or sorry, far east.
Yeah. Group 3 is doing blue, purple, and this unmarked. And it might make sense for them to do moon after that, but if you want to do circle, that's fine. And then group 4 is doing green and the 2 eye stalks behind green, and then you can go to circle after that. Does anyone have any questions about that?
We just swap colors for show.
What colors for who?
Down outdoor. Could he just say group 3 is going blue?
Yeah, group 3 is going blue. Group 4 is going green.
No, other way around. That's why we're marked the way that we're marked. I had green going to green, blue going to blue, but no one listened and everyone just went their own way. So just follow the mark above your head, go towards that mark. All right? I don't know how more simple I can make it.
Okay.
I'm colorblind.
Group 3, you're going to green. Group 4, you're going to blue.
I'm a healer and I don't have a group. I'm very stressed.
Orb soon.
It's alright, as long as you're on the half of the room.
Back up. Get on square, range.
There's no way that this one's going to activate in time. The boss needs to be much further away.
Says
Phase 2.
Like, much further away. What? I don't know what... Yeah.
Blue go blue,
Let's
blue go
swap.
blue, blue go blue. Shell, you're blue.
That's why Timo was asking to swap the mark.
But why? Why would we swap the mark when the marks are there? Like, it doesn't...
So the melee in group 2 split. You
Quick
should
wait.
go to star and then unmarked, then X.
Die. Do it again.
Oh, I thought I heard all far
Phase
east
1.
first.
That is the far east one.
Red is far east, or
The
unmarked? is far east?
unmarked one is far east.
Oh, alright.
Just so you know,
Orb
Baltimore,
soon.
hey, who's been saying group 4 goes towards green and group 3 goes towards blue? That's why Timo was asking for the marks to swap. So
Okay.
that they match.
Marks have been swapped. There you go.
Yeah. And then I guess to do
It's like
the
so
orb
fucking
activation
stupid to just
properly,
like follow a thing.
I was out of range.
What the fuck?
like I think
How is
the
it that
boss
fucking
needs to
hard?
be dragged away, or the range stack needs to move back. It's one or the other, but we need to decide that now.
We've been doing science while you guys have been figuring phase 2 out.
Okay. What did we determine? What did we discover?
The beam is longer than 40, so this doesn't work anyway. So.
Okay.
Nope, I missed that one, Sarah.
I mean, it's fine because we've been kind of like the phase 1 bounces is not really something that we need a lot of time to figure out. I think phase 2 is, but now I guess we just need to pick what exactly it is we are doing with the boss in phase 1 so that we can do bounces.
Yeah, I'm gonna 180 him. It was just
okay.
We were trying to figure out if I could point him towards the raid because the animation is shorter than the actual range.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
So once again, can we have the range start here instead of where they're at right now?
Doesn't the orb come to us over here?
It
No,
goes
it's
wherever
wherever
points
you
it.
points it. Yep.
But if we start here, we can hit both blue and green without moving.
We control this.
You've controls it. You've, are you okay pointing the boss towards green and blue markers where Schuler and Shao is right now?
Where the orb bounds? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll have to relearn the pull, so I wouldn't be in your pre-pull set.
Orb soon.
Get on green.
Void
Get on
orb.
triangle range. Back, back, back.
Okay, melee, get ready to intercept this one. Good. Perfect.
Don't
Shadows on
like go to the orb. It'll be fine range.
Let me get in, right?
Melee go.
Let it through, let it through, let it through.
Don't be in front of the boss.
Kill the dots.
Phase 2.
More interrupts.
Safe to hit the pause melee?
Yeah, I don't get how this wasn't
Phase
easy
one.
to like figure it out.
But that's not the melee claw.
Most of us lived.
Yeah.
Probably let us screw claw though.
Okay, this is okay. Holy shit. We lived.
Worked.
Orb soon.
Was good.
Okay, now we have to do the orb bounce again.
Follow me, range. Yeah, you've pointed
Get the
somewhere,
dots.
and I'll adjust us.
Save. Fagan saved
Void
the spell.
We're not
Was
dispelling.
We're not
you're
dispelling.
not spelling? Okay.
No, do not
Sorry.
dispel.
Out of the front of the boss, still be in front. Yeah, that.
You've
Yeah,
got
we can
deleted.
intercept. Yeah. Melee, adjust. Let it through after this bounce.
Melee, go to your spots.
Yep.
Make sure you interrupt.
Got it. That's what I was trying to do.
Good.
Phase 2.
And I have no healing cooldowns or raid CDs.
Yeah, none of us do.
So this is where
I have one,
we
but
would have had. This is, yeah. So ideally, tranks are saved for this phase 2 here.
The second one? Or just
Correct.
phase 2 in
This one-
general? Okay.
Yeah, that's what we're doing right now.
I definitely use mine on the first phase 2.
No, I think you needed to in order to survive. But the better we get at killing the little
Phase
claws
1.
and the flails, we won't have to burn all of our raid CDs.
Alright, well, I'm not going to use it this time around, see how it goes. I'll use it on this second round phase 2.
Yeah, that's perfect. Good job on that phase 2. That's progress there.
Go again. Keep going.
We go again. Yeah, I do appreciate Timo listing this every time.
Please interrupt and don't just leave it to those 3 people.
Right. Yeah.
What if I had an interrupt?
Yeah.
Melee in particular, like, just try to interrupt every single crouch. That melee group is out of range.
I got him.
Sorry, I definitely got a little frustrated. So I apologize for shouting or whatever. Didn't mean to like come off across the dick.
Man, if that's shouting,
No.
I cried a little bit.
How dare you? Fuck you, man.
What are you, the ATF?
Those level 4 plates?
I mean, they should be. Otherwise, I'm vibe checking you at 6 yards.
Oh shit.
Would we go into phase 2? Six, are you're on youth, or is someone else healing, like dedicated to healing youth?
I'm nowhere near youth.
Me and Quatch
Okay.
are generally on youth. And,
Okay, because like I'm blowing everything I have on him, and he's still just like dying in phase 2 every time.
Yeah.
I can
say,
swap.
Thinking the thing and the boss.
Yeah, he should. He arguably should probably have like 3 healers on him, or at least like eyeballs on him. One thing I'm wondering is like, does your beacon healing reach you? Or no?
It wouldn't. No, he's on moonish, right?
Yeah. Do you want to take skull instead?
Sure.
6. I want to be able to get your beacon healing, and then Quatch, how about you kind of gravitate towards Star?
Yep.
And heal that group. I'll go with 6 towards skull, so that we can also heal you.
Also, it looks like this fight like just eats all of the markers. So just remember what group you are in and which direction you're supposed to be going.
I mean, if you're one of the people that were marked and one of your people is not there, just say it over Discord.
Who was square? Who was square?
I was.
Shell.
Gotcha.
Or no,
No,
Shell wasn't
sure.
square. I forgot this
Shell
one.
was a thong.
I got you. I'll try to remember to remark you.
Orb soon.
Range with me.
Void orb.
Melee get in position. Yeah, boss needs to move just a little bit more than that. It wasn't activated yet.
240 green.
Phase 1.
I'm just living on miracles and.
Do you feel
gum.
alive, Kala?
Yeah, I didn't have a healer that
Orb
whole
soon.
time until Wet got there.
Gavon up.
All right, range collapse back on that spot that we were at
My
before.
my heart. With my chopped liver.
With me, guys. With me.
Yes.
Oh.
Jurors don't exist, you know that.
We got like half an hour before the orb shows up.
Yeah.
In that case, I'm scooting in.
That's an illegal maneuver. Get your ass back here.
I can't fire blast from that far away.
About 10 seconds. I would say about 10 seconds.
All right.
Void orb.
There it is.
Slightly to the right, guys. With me.
Melee adjust.
Moving back like
Move
5
circles.
yards, you. Just go straight backwards. Okay,
That's
you're
enough.
Ouch.
Melee adjust.
It wasn't
boss
good.
ate that.
Phase 2.
Tracking this.
This is Quatch's Trink as well. Yeah, so what I'm seeing here currently being dead is, even though we
Phase
are
one.
very low health, as soon as like 2 claws die and one of the eyes die, the raid damage is like probably cut in half, if not more.
Orb soon.
You mean flails, yes.
Yeah, it's not close.
Yeah.
we're gonna work on this. This is also
Little
Prague.
claws, big claws.
Prague in your English language.
If
Yeah.
you guys assign healers to groups, I'm telling you, this has worked magnificently for Group 4.
We basically are.
Yeah.
Kind of. Like, I am group 1, except for
Void
Clay, I don't know where she goes.
With me range, with me range.
She goes towards green, and I've been healing her.
Okay.
Moving back about 5 yards to you.
To be fair, when this
Ow.
goes wrong, it's
Alright, swipe it up.
the boss gets hit early and no one's in position in time.
Yeah.
Phase 2.
Wipe. Well, we're gonna die here anyway.
Yeah, we've essentially done healing assignments on the melee side through the world marker assignments, but it gets to the same point.
Also, I assume we're doing hero during one of the transitions. Which one?
Yeah, so the time to hero this fight is basically whenever we've decided, okay, we're gonna it's basically sub 20 or 30, and we're saying, okay, regardless of like whether he transitions to phase 2, we're just gonna continue to focus the boss and burn it that way. We could consider for Prague purposes to doing it during phase 2 intermission.
Yeah, if that's not
Kinda helps
we're gonna use
stabilize.
it, probably shouldn't, just because people can get used to it.
Yeah,
There's no new mechanics after that, right? It's just the same thing over and over until he dead.
it's the same thing over and over until he's
Then
dead.
yeah, there's really no point in doing hero for Prague.
We should really be doing a hero where we get a full 40 seconds on the boss. That's the best time to do it. But it's not. I don't know like if people do it on pole. I don't think so. Every time I've heard about it, it's like when he's sub 25%.
Is one phase where we don't run around killing stuff healable through? Like, it's only a problem if we get 2 sets of them? Is that the idea? Do you know what I mean? Like, is there one phase where you could just treat it like normal? Phase 2, near the end?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying is if we don't low enough, just basically pop hero, and if you transition, you treat it like a normal phase.
Is that what you're already saying? And I just wasn't really listening?
I think so.
Okay.
2, 1. Orb soon.
Range with me.
Void orb.
About 10 yards to you.
Nope.
No, didn't activate.
Phase 2.
When he launches, if you take him like 10 yards straight back you, I think that'll be really consistent.
Okay, still 2 should be hemming right now.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Phase 1.
So when do we transition to phase 1? That was a good fucking tentacle round.
Orb soon.
Fantastic. All right, let's see if we can do better on orbs. Heal dots.
I fucking hate this range, dude. I can't
Orbs
do
for
shit.
about 20 seconds.
Yeah, just milk the boss right now. See if we can get it like to 70 or something.
We'll milk it harder, Daddy.
Where are the nipples?
Milking his tindy.
Void orb.
Okay, there it is.
Ranged. Now we move forward a little bit.
I was
Go
about
to
to
the right from max range.
Still immune.
Phase 2.
Okay, this is where we're going to see a trank.
I'm gonna need a mana him after this.
Phase 1.
Yep, Silty, let's do that once things clear up.
Yep. I have an innervate as well I can give out.
Orb soon. Shadows on you.
Okay, I'm using him on hope.
Yep, same.
Got people with dots. If I'd say just to err on the side of caution, like take it 15
Void
yards
Orb.
away, range
Push
control.
back up a little bit to the right.
That was
I'm
when
trying.
I messed up.
Always. Okay, melee, get ready.
Coming in, roll to the side. Range back up, range back up.
No, we're fine.
That's up. Yeah, that did work fine. It was just a bad ward bounce when dots were people low. Let's go ahead and
Phase 2.
So
Wipe it up. Wipe.
for ranged, after the first bounce, we don't have to move because even if it activates behind us, it goes the opposite direction. So like as it's coming in, people don't need to like readjust and try to like get behind it and stuff like that. Just chill.
I did not have a soul
Yeah,
stone.
I forgot.
I got it.
I believe I got a. No, alright, I was gonna say, I thought I got a Reza.
You rezzed me.
No, we had more because of the change. I put 1 and 6.
Just in case it's
Fight's infuriating.
information to know, we had 2 minutes until rage at that point.
Sorry, I did
yeah,
I
we
did
really
have a
need
res
to-
there. I was just typing. Sorry.
We really need the damage buff to beat the enrage on heroic. From the bounces, I mean.
Yeah.
Someone drop a repair, please.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Thank you.
Can I get another cookie, please?
Yep, just a second. Yeah.
Let's I know it's probably a tad early to start transitioning to this, but let's just start doing 7 bounces. I think 7 bounces is good for a couple of reasons. For one, the dots will be completely gone by the time we transition to phase 2. And 2, we're getting more boss debuff damage for those bounces.
Sadly, it's AI Judge.
Damn it, I figured.
Oh wait, no, never mind, not that one. I thought you meant the dragon pillow things.
Oh yeah, I know the dragon pills are, which also makes me sad. What's the
Do you need a soul stone?
Sounds like some kind of sex thing.
Sure, that would work.
Okay, I'll get it, Kendra.
Orb soon.
He ran forward.
Void Orb.
Yep. Range with me.
Back, one triangle. Quick.
And now we forward.
Okay, melee adjust, get ready.
Right on me, guys. Right on me. Grab my ass.
Shadows on you.
Letting it hit or going to 7?
We are bouncing it again.
Nice.
Melee, we are bouncing it again.
Now melee go to add spots.
Yep.
Don't
This is
be
gonna
for the
go
boss,
through the boss now. Let's use battle reses just to try to get as many people up as we can.
Phase 2.
Silty and I are hemming. Oh my god.
Phase 1.
My boots are troubling me. Good job on that. We basically survived phase 2 with
Orb
3
soon.
people dead, I think, so it's good.
Void Orb.
With me range. With me again.
It's
Grab
gonna
my
suck.
ass.
I think we should save stuff like barrier and stuff for the bounces.
Barrier, yes. Him and through
Melee go.
Yeah.
I'm dead.
Like totem.
Wipe it up.
Totem for
Wait.
that.
Yes, I agree.
That is where melee would go, though.
And good call on that.
Phase 2.
That all felt good. Like, that was the good rhythm.
Yeah. Silty, we're gonna start using barriers.
Right there.
No, we're gonna use barrier on the after the 3rd and 4th bounce.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah. Or maybe after the 4th and 5th. Yeah. I'm assuming it won't be alive for 2 bounces. It'd be nice.
Can we take a quick bio break?
We're going to do one more pull and then we're going to swap to normal. And the reason for that, just so folks are aware, is that we've got some key folks missing on Sunday. While it'd be nice to just like prog Zanos rest of the night, I want to make sure that we can actually kill the heroic bosses that we can kill. And we'll come back next week. Probably spend the entire night on Zanos.
That'll be a 15% week too.
Yes, it will. But, you know, while there were some painful points on the product tonight, like we know what we're doing now. We know what like works. So I'm just gonna go through and like create not as lame paint diagrams about where people are gonna go, where we're positioning.
I'll only listen to it if you misspell like 1 or 2 people's names.
Hawaii all lowercase. Let's go.
When you
Or
do
forgetting
that,
my
make
name.
sure, like the diagram you have now, turn that to the clockwise 90 degrees. That's the way the room is.
That's right. Yeah. Oh, I see what you're saying. The raid plan doesn't let me shift, I don't think.
You can spell
Yeah,
Carl's name,
but
Carl,
you
yeah.
can do it afterwards, like when you.
Oh, that's true.
Or in the paint right afterwards or something.
Yeah. I know what you mean. Okay.
Just write Kala's name, the first letter in like itty bitty teeny tiny text, and then the rest of it regular.
Orb soon.
Range with me.
Void Orb.
Okay, melee stack get ready. Adjust. Melee adjust again.
That's
Use
why
your
I
bounce,
wanted-
your
Sorry, did you say barrier?
I did. We wanted to bounce that again.
Phase 2.
They just went through melee. Or, yeah.
Yeah, Silty, that's right. We were going to barrier the bounces.
I thought it was on the second round.
It's okay.
Ouch.
I think we can save it for the second round because the first one isn't as healing intensive, it feels like.
You mean after the first phase 2 transition?
Right, when
Phase
we come
one.
into this phase, it's not as bad, but when
Yeah.
we come back out and we're already like a little bit tilted, that's when we want to use the barrier and totems and stuff.
Okay.
Orb soon.
What if I'm always tilted?
Yeah, same way. I can't play League anymore.
You don't want to be called a raging
Void War.
slur 6 seconds in.
Well, yeah, you miss one jungle camp and a gank middle, and then all of a sudden you're Elon Musk.
Alright, healers get ready to. Or sorry, melee. Yeah.
Does it look good ranged?
All right, let's wipe it.
My forbearance is now over.
Gonna battle Rizzo.
Grab it.
I was gonna ask,
Yeah,
did
I
you
got
get
it.
that off in time?
I got it.
Wild.
Phase 2.
I have a suggestion.
We
welcome it.
We have 6 of us reroll to fire mage.
Yeah.
Nah,
Yeah.
dog, the Vank token cries.
Yeah.
No, I mean, yeah. Honestly, if we
You all
had.
go Ellie.
Yeah, if we had one more mage and a second shadow priest, I would totally be fucking doing that. That strat. Yeah. It's so much fucking easier.
Is
And you
that
can
the meta strat
mine
that
down.
Jordy's using for cauterize and stuff?
Well, I don't know
Yeah.
if it's meta, but it's the way he did his guide. It's like, why the fuck would you do a video guide under the assumption you're gonna have 4 or 5 fire mages? Like, come on.
Because he always has what he needs every time, and he's been that way since Classic existed. You've watched the Jordy video, right? Like, from any time.
How does he have 28 characters on one realm?
Multiple accounts?
2 accounts.
No, it's
I
all.
thought there's not a limit. There's not a limit.
Yeah, there's no
anymore.
limit anymore. It's just the 50 character limit per account limit.
My bad. I was like, what the hell?
He said he had to go poop before we pulled last time, so he probably took the opportunity.
Yeah, he said he'd be
He's
right back.
back, yeah.
Or if he's not back by time and he's the only one, we'll just go anyway.
You gotta go, you gotta go.
Do you guys want to RP phase 2 and just like spread out to our areas?
No, I do not.
Yeah, I would rather stack and get through it.
Can you even kill them or no?
No.
No.
Are we gonna do 7 bounces though?
Yeah, we could do
Probably
that. for
practice it,
at least.
yeah.
Yeah. Shit, we could do 9 even. Well, no, I don't want to press our luck.
Let's just do 7.
Let's just get the achievement for 10.
Let's also go ahead and go. This is normal. We don't need risen.
It's not even really practice for Heroic. It's just the optimal way to do normal as well as to get more bounces. Because you can get more DPS in the.
Can we go for
phases.
10 for the achievement?
I'd rather not tonight. I'd rather
Not
just kill this
tonight.
boss. We gotta get through it.
Yeah, we've got this boss and a lot of trash and 2 rock bosses we have to kill tonight before
Orb
we
soon.
can 11:30.
Void Orb.
Me ranged.
Melee stack, adjust.
With me again ranged. Grab my ass.
I'm gonna dispel that.
Oh, adjust here. No, I don't like that.
Slightly left ranged.
It's fine. We're bouncing this one too.
Do we want barrier? This will be 7.
Melee let this through. Melee let this
Let
through.
it through. Silty, you are gonna barrier phase 2. You're gonna barrier this, and then you're
Everyone under.
Phase 2.
Under for healing.
Do you want him?
Yep, go ahead and hit. And then I'll go after your barrier spells.
You, I love you, but I hate you.
Yeah, I'm just trying to make sure melee can stand inside the AoE circle. That's why I pull him this way.
Phase 1.
No, I know.
For the next phase 2,
Range, get back.
Yeah, range, go back to your stack. For the next phase 2, we're gonna have Spirit Totem.
Orb soon. Void
Slightly
Orb.
left, Ranger. With me, grab my ass.
Alright, melee stack, get ready to bounce it.
You're way out
He's
there.
too far out, yeah.
It's lava is way out there.
Yeah, I don't want it to go through the boss, I'm paranoid. It does seem to be sharing.
You're activating it quite early.
Yeah, it's kind of passing over range now.
Like, range is still fine. It's thick as fuck, but
Melee let this through.
We could have gone.
Are we here?
Phase 2.
Yeah, let's have Quash Trank. And then as soon as Quash's Trank is done, shit's easy when you can just stand still, huh?
I don't know why you. I forget you do that every time, and then I'm mad. I'm mad.
Dude, same. I'm mid-cast and then it's like, oh,
Phase
boss is
1.
behind you now.
Yep.
Yeah, that's just
Shadows on you.
you know, you being a silly Billy. It's not minimum hunter range, which is a great
Orb
mechanic.
soon. Void Orb.
Oh, I hated that as well. Yeah.
With me range.
I also hate this part.
This one must.
Lots
We already did.
Oh, we did already. It's hiding over my little buttons, so somehow in my UI.
Yeah, I think we could probably like optimize the boss pull, like where he's moving to and from to.
I pull him back because
No,
if
I'm
you
not
look
saying.
at the floor where the healing reins are at.
Yeah.
For the melee to stand behind the boss, they wouldn't be inside the healing reins. So I pull him so that he's in the middle, so that everyone can be in the healing reins and still backstab.
Yeah, it's just that every time you move him, it's DPS is further range, just like disappearing because everyone goes out of range at that point when he's getting pulled away. So I don't know if there's like
you guys are talking two different things.
First person to land, take the portal.
I'm talking about during
RP.
phase 2.
Oh no. Yeah, I'm talking about when you pull him away after he casts the ball.
Yeah, in,
I
in
know.
phase
Necessary.
one. In phase one, we just accept that altar.
It's necessary for the mechanics.
I swear, someone's gonna yell at me every day about pulling him back and getting out of range.
I feel like it's
They yell at me
not
too.
necessary, but okay. I
For
feel like
you
there's.
doing it.
I feel like there you could like pull him 90
If
degrees
it-
and then like pull him to the side, and then melee takes the place of where the boss was, and then that way they're gonna be in line with where the ball is going, and the boss will be like off to the right, essentially. Right.
I agree with that, but we were told to be behind them. But that's how we were doing it the first few pulls, is that you pulled it towards orange.
Yeah.
And I did like that. but
Not necessarily. I believe
something got shifted in the middle.
it just
I know with normal it's just easier just to do it that way, just because we've been doing it that way. But I was just curious
I mean,
if we wanted to try that next time.
We can try the 90-degree thing, but
the magical matrix contained within the dragon's soul.
Sorry, I
go
missed
back
the boss.
to
My
doing it?
8-year-old locked himself in the bathroom.
That's
Yeah,
creative.
There's a funny story about that today. Like our girls' bathrooms like stopped up, so they were flooding. So we had to call a plumber, and my safety guy was like, "Oh, I know how to stop people from going in there. I'm gonna lock the doors and close them." And then it was like, "Who has the key?" Nobody does. Like you could have put a sign on there. You could have put a chair or or just stood there and say, "Hey, no go to the El Baño. But no, we had to lock the damn doors.
This is on normal.
It's just
This isn't a boss.
We're not gonna pull the boss yet.
But what if we want double Hagara?
Can we do Hagara plus Trash?
We've had one, yes.
You damn off the son of a shepherd.
Don't try to do an impression when you're about to yawn, TIL. Especially if you're not good at impressions to begin with.
Damn.
I was talking about me.
Oh.
I also thought he was talking about Shao. I was like, wow.
No,
You okay?
Shao's like a goddamn voice actor.
I still have the 3 shoe beating whatever
Fixate.
guild.
Shooby-doo-bop?
No, whatever guild that we started, like at Starter Classic, the 3 shoe
beating
thing.
Fixate.
Oh, yeah, I still have that. Yeah, I still have that Discord.
Have you ever withstood the almighty 3 shoe beating?
I was just telling someone at work about that. I was like, I don't need drugs. I watched Ed, Edd n Eddy as a kid.
It's just like a giant fever dream.
A lot of those Cartoon Network shows were.
But the whole goal was just to get a giant ass jawbreaker. That was like the whole goal of the whole show.
Yes.
Alright, get out of middle, recall totems.
And god damn it, I wanted one of them jawbreakers.
We don't need to get out of the middle and recall totems. The first pull, we can
Well,
be right
after
on her
this
and it
one.
doesn't body pull. Nope. Even then. It won't body pull on the first pull. Only the ones after.
Bye, Timo.
Rolf was
Sounds
the
like
best
Nate.
character in that show.
Uh-huh.
Life has many
It was-
doors, Ed boy.
I don't know. Plank was pretty like peak tier as well. Best lines.
Oh, I
I
want to switch.
love when they panned to people and they were like ultra detailed.
Once it drops.
Six, watch out, the boss is right there.
Where?
Oh no, I can't hear you. My headphones are in.
We just kind of run in wherever.
He's making it.
That was so far away.
Yeah. I'm trying to see if I haven't assigned yet. There's one of you. It is.
Is it Kalaya?
Does Troy get a name this time?
That's such a sword.
Kalaya's always floating.
I like when Ed decides to dig a hole. Dig a hole, dig a hole, dig a hole.
I'm a woodpecker. Except with dirt.
Or when he eats his mattress.
Eat your mattress.
That is peak.
Oh my god, that one's ridiculous, yeah.
I like how he devours the mattress and then in the very next frame the mattress is back.
But it's browner.
Raz just sent me a little video that apparently on Volcanus you can launch a nuke, and boom, now you have more lava.
Alright, let's look at WoW General, and whoever is not assigned other than you and Kalaya. Oh, goddamn it was Death.
Wow.
It's a druid, of course.
Yep.
They're going to go to Orange during Frostbite.
We're all lowercase this time, except for you.
Ah.
Here's my favorite life has many doors that boy meme.
Is it the one out of the girls?
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's a little
Let me say for the general channel.
yeah, that's an interesting place to put that one.
Hey. Basically everyone here.
So it's safe for work.
What kind
I
of
don't know,
work
that
were you
one
in?
person that we had in the raid like 2 years ago is gonna see that and be like, what kind of group is this?
Yeah, nah.
How come her socks don't have like feet?
Like how
Oh,
you
no,
assume it's a
man.
girl.
Do you like that? It sounded like you didn't like that.
God, I wasn't fast enough with the train copy pasta. God damn it.
Take a look at your spot. Make sure you know who you are. Make sure when you get the dispellable thing, you drop off in the center circle and you call your name when you need to dispel. If you get the thing where it fucks up, you make sure you go back in and come out, whatever all that fun stuff is that happens that I haven't gotten yet, but I hear it happens.
This is the pull timer, right?
Yep.
5, 4, 3, 2.
That was funny.
What?
That was me, sorry.
It's okay, Risen didn't want to parse anyway.
Don't get too many stacks.
I have a 97 on this one. And I'm like,
Actually.
Yeah, you best watch that tone now, who.
I don't have to worry about parsing.
Lightning phase.
Lightning. Get to your spots, get near your spot. Remember the elemental dies fast.
I'm assuming I'm with you, Chiller. I didn't even look.
Yeah.
Get to your spots, get there quick, get in position.
Personal.
Assume position.
Okay, watch for a blue arrow above your head. If so, you are going to the blue square.
Oh my god,
Ice
that was
Tombs.
like the fattest fucking
Ice
thing
Tombs, get to blue.
3, 2, 1.
God, I love my camera during this part.
Just zoomed
Thanks,
in
Christian,
on
you-
Bob's ass.
Yep.
Straight in the cloaca.
many doors to life it.
4, 3, 2, 1. Ice phase.
Watch the walls.
What about the window?
Nah. We let those go.
Frost flake on you.
Spell Rotar.
Clear.
Thank you.
Someone just told me I was gonna do it myself.
I built the spell until it's called.
Did that.
Spell poem.
Frost flake on you.
Spell Rotar.
Clear.
Thank you.
Oh my god.
Expect to get a blue arrow on your head. If you get one, you're running to blue.
Ice tunes.
Assume.
I don't like that.
Six
Because I want to throw a
for you
freedom
guys.
on me. I've got the frostflake thing still. Bless.
Who has a frostflake still?
Hey, we can't take care of it unless someone else has it.
On me if we have it.
So taking havoc.
I'm gonna dodge half of them. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Mine's up again in 40 seconds.
Lightning face.
Lightning, get to your spots.
Remember to hear out of this, really.
Or what?
Get to your spots fast.
Personal.
Good job, good job.
Amazing.
Is that the first time we've seen the signet?
Make sure you get a flask if you don't have
They
one.
have returned. Not entirely unexpected.
And Faust.
We will begin the ritual at once. The ritual will take
Shit's going too fast. Might actually get all tracks from tonight too. We'll see.
That's the goal.
I thought that was the point.
I just want no. Ultraxian doesn't require a bunch of special soak people. Only Ultraxian does.
What are you saying, dude?
Oh, dude, did you
Ultraxian
did you have a
doesn't require a
stroke?
bunch of soaks, only Ultraxian does.
Oh.
Man, not only Avril Lavigne got abducted by fucking aliens.
Oh my gosh.
He doesn't like your boyfriend.
Do you smell burnt toast right now?
Yeah, no, sorry.
Which side of your face is
Multitasking.
droopy?
Is that an Avril Lavigne song? Hey, hey, you, I don't like your boyfriend.
That's why I said
Yes.
No way, thinking you knew one.
He was a boy. He had a stroke. Can I make it any more obvious?
The guy comes in and has a shirt. The next line, he's like, ah.
Somebody called the ambulance.
That sounds like the new capstone fight of the Final Fantasy tier. Oh.
Ouch.
Roll a 5. Do it.
Incoming 5.
What was it Shadow that one time it was like, watch, I'll probably roll a 3 and then proceeds to roll a 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I did it with a 100.
Nostradamus.
What? You there?
Wet noise at?
You're gonna have to say that one more time.
I think his name is Moist, isn't it?
Hey, are you there?
That means there's a 5.
There's a 5.
It's a 1.
Oh wait, that's not.
It's got an extra number in it.
Yeah. Yeah, Pope, what's up?
Do we really have heroic conch shoulders going to OS?
I don't use conch, so that's probably part of it.
I like mastery.
Yeah, it sounds like it's off spec, or it's our off piece for certain classes.
The plate uses off piece shoulders because spine shoulders.
That's alright, Death. Well, one day we'll get 4-piece together.
I believe that you shall.
I think I rolled late.
I think Hey Who
Did someone
deserves a
talk to the
lecture.
guy?
Did I say all piss? Or sorry, did I say piss?
No. That sorry, I had a conversation with Porf. He rolled Biss and it was a normal item. He didn't mean to. And then I just looked at the belts you and I both had, and I was like, oh, yeah, you take it.
Well, I mean, it's an upgrade for you. Fine with you taking it.
It's a minimal upgrade for me compared to what you have.
Fair enough.
I have been busy in my absence. Twisting your pitiful wealth into mindless abominations, bent only to my will. It was a very painful process.
Oops.
My clutch
All
no
right.
longer.
Can we rearrange groups?
Yeah.
Yeah. Our raid CDs are off. 1 second.
Also, I don't think you want Poe in Group 1.
Have to.
But put him in Group 3 at least.
I mean, then it'd
I'm-
be Desine, which is
Just as bad.
I'm scared.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
Probably
Group 1 is
Lahu had him
rogues.
in Group 1 though, which is like
yeah.
Omega.
The worst.
Desine there is just as bad.
yeah.
There's-
Put me in Group 1 or something then.
Yeah, Group 1 should have all immunities because they're going to hit it 3 times.
I only can soak once.
Yeah, that's group 2 should be the either one only soak or the ones who just need assistance. Like
Because if
Kendra
you
and
soak
Incorrect.
more than once, it counts as sec.
It's still just cutting out that last word, isn't it?
I said,
It
is
knows,
it because
it
if you
knows.
soak more than once, does that mean you're having sex?
He's trying so hard.
Your mic is just perfectly timed.
At least that was only
Zach?
1 syllable this time.
You need to tell someone you're proud of them.
Set?
I give up.
I feel like you just have to like hold your. If you're push to talk, you just gotta push your button down until you're finished, and then wait like a second.
You gotta hear the echo of your voice.
Yeah, you gotta sit there for a moment and think about what you just said.
The moment has
Before you
gone.
let go of that button.
Well, we heard that entire word that time.
Yep.
Do we trade for loot, or do we just pop?
Yeah.
Raptor, I'll trade it to you
I'll
Silty
give it to you.
Silty can have it. I'll pass.
when he's ready.
I was asking Pone if he was only able to soak once, because if he does it more than once, it counts as sex. And I'm still holding my button down.
That was so clear.
That was very clear.
You know what? You were able to come across and say down that time. That one worked just fine.
Well, sometimes I
didn't it
feel
work
like I
before?
have a sprinkle of down.
Just
Same.
a touch.
Thus with
Just a
sprinkle, call it a
touch of
sprinkle.
tism.
Is this a pull timer?
Yeah, we're pulling.
You laugh like youth. It's amazing.
Wait,
Here we go.
This is not a.
This is not a full timer.
I'm confused.
Discs get red crystals, wet, and Quatch can get green, and then 6 can
Yeah, we're
get
going.
blue.
Hello?
Oh, we're going.
Hey, look, it was
Okay.
What? Why?
Who
We need that
pulled?
guy, right?
Goodbye.
Oh.
You know who did it?
Later.
And
Well, that was
all right.
that was conclusive.
Doesn't it?
Minus 50 DK.
I don't know what happened.
It looked like a melee.
You got meleeed for 262,000.
Man, my hand must have fucking slipped. Oh man. Oh no.
Oh jeez.
Hey, you just ask someone to
Gee
break the plate.
willikers.
Oh lord.
Oh, Jesus.
Ooh, I got antsy and I had to hit my button.
How are you liking Frost, by the way?
My left hand like cramps after raid, and I look like the guy from like Scary Movie. He's like, "Take my strong hand." When I'm
gonna help you out here, and this is just great. Just keybind Howling Blast mouse wheel up.
I thought you were gonna say get some foot pedals for like a racer, and bind it to that, and then just keep your foot down.
I mean, it is a little nicer than Unholy, that's for sure.
What's mouse wheel scroll down?
What you want on mine?
Howling Blast.
That's obliterate.
Also Howling Blast.
On mine, mouse wheel down is to put up my other disease.
And do you,
You
just have
disgust
some
me.
other...
So up is Howling Blast and down is your other disease.
Yeah. So mouse wheel up,
Fair
mouse wheel down. Got disease, and then I just mouse wheel up forever.
Why is
Eat a frost strike.
That's such a specific percentage field that you're getting from that trinket.
56%.
Can we assign DSACs on people?
You're
the raid leader. You can literally assign whatever you want.
I mean, D-sacks or hand of sacks?
Hand of sacks, sorry.
Yep.
Hacky sack?
I think we should try to hand of sack Hone on the Twilight number 6.
I can do it for both, I think.
Okay.
It's 90 seconds.
Okay. Whichever one Pwn shield wall's on, you're welcome to, but you don't have to. That's not the dangerous one.
Should I just try to save it for the second one then, if I'm doing both?
I think that's a good idea. Yep. Because number 6 is going to be the scary one. Right?
Let's remember that I'm not sure if it'll work if I'm phasing out. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if it stays on.
I'm sitting on my hands, Clan.
What works when you're facing out?
Like hand of sack, because I don't know if it's.
It should. Totems still stay downstairs and I'm upstairs.
Yeah, but how it works is it transfers damage to me, and if I'm in a different thing, I don't know if it'll do the thing.
Here we go.
No.
Can we have one of the Rets Hand of Sacrifice Desne on the soak where he doesn't have Icebound Fortitude?
I'll be 6.
Can we have a Ret Hand of Sacrifice Desne on Twilight number 6?
Yes. Which one are the other Reds going on? Which two?
You're going on 2 and 5.
Okay.
Quick question.
Okay.
Yes.
Long answer.
Well, first off, healers, hit your button. Go ahead and lust.
Strength of the earth, hear my call.
Oh my goodness gracious, this is fun.
The last defenders of Azeroth.
What was the question?
You know what his question.
You know what it is.
Tight, please.
And this is group 1 soaking.
Twilight soon.
Reach buttons.
Everyone else get ready. And
Use.
click.
Fading on you.
Fading.
Use.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Why did you get 2 times?
Fading.
Oh, is that for cooldown? It's kind of cool.
Fading on you.
Fading. Next group soak will be 2. Silty, this will be your sup on Kendra.
Twilight soon.
Sup now. Everyone else ready?
Use.
Click. We need that guy.
Yeah.
Fading.
Silty, you can get a crystal too.
Red crystal's up still.
Fading on you.
Fading.
Use.
Oh, I was a little close.
Fading. This will be group 3 soaking. This will be hand to sack on Bone and Designate family.
The biggest dickus reductions.
And click.
I'm alive!
I think Hand of Sack did work.
Fading. Green crystals are coming.
Fading on you.
Fading.
Use.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Fading.
Can I get a him after next Twilight? Mana him.
This will be group 1 soaking.
Twilight
Everyone
soon.
else ready? I'll toss you in it. And
Use.
click.
Him in.
Ellie, I think you guys.
Fading. Fading.
Fading on you.
Fading. This will be blue crystals are up.
Use.
This will be group 2 soaking. This will be Jahu's
Twilight
sup
soon.
on Kendra. And Bubbles.
Use.
Click now.
Oh god.
We need those guys.
Do we?
At this
Well,
point, not really.
need now, but we want them.
DPS.
You like them.
Fading. There's still
Okay,
blue
Clutch,
crystal
can you get
up.
Risen up?
I only like people that click the buttons.
I click.
Fading.
You wasn't supposed to click.
Yeah, he was supposed to.
There's a blue crystal up. I don't know if
APOM is
we're
usually the
all
one that
getting
gets
lower.
it. Yeah.
Please stop
Fading on
crossbows.
you.
Fading.
Use.
This is group 3 soaking.
Twilight soon. Stay up.
And click.
I stayed up and bubbled
Yeah, that's fine.
because I
Fading.
didn't.
Fading on you.
Go ahead and
Damage amp
Fading.
soon.
barrier, and then him.
3, 2, 1.
Use.
5, 4, 3, 2,
Fading.
1.
Twilight soon.
This is group 1 soaking. Group 1 soaking. Everyone else,
Use.
click. Start using heal cooldowns. Just kind of all of them. Plus one is dead.
Fading on you.
Fading.
It's my him. Youth, go ahead and D-guard.
You do.
GG.
Sure.
Nice.
Alright, I missed. Did Xiaohu and Kendra roll for the wrist?
I did.
Yeah, Kendra won. He got an 85.
Okay, I see that now. Thank you.
before my stroke, I was saying
It is done. Our power now
Blackthorn
resides within the dragon
would be
soul.
nice to kill, but we don't need to, given we should have the right bodies for Sunday. We would not have the right bodies for Sunday for the boss we just killed. We did our job tonight. But if you want to kill Altraxian,
Let's do it, coward. One shot. Get in there.
Can you
all
stop
for it,
with
man.
the Altraxian? Jesus.
I'm trying to make Ultraxian happen.
Well, his explanation there, after and before his stroke.
Still doesn't make sense.
Hagen, you ruined it for me.
After your last stroke and before the next one.
You saved me, Fagin. Thank you.
He is heading to the maelstrom. We must stop him now.
Seen the
Yeah, just-
millennial memes of like rolling around the wheelchair 10 out of 10 and shit like that. That's what he's gonna be, and we're all gonna be.
Just 97-year-old Lauhood fucking losing it. Just Ultraxian!
Welcome to Bomb Country!
Back in my day, we mogged Ultraxian in Ohio.
Did we
No
fucking
cap,
get Protector
fam.
Conk again? I'm gonna lose it.
Yeah, Vank doesn't exist.
Oh, this is fine.
Wow,
He's actually gonna forget you.
He's gonna start crashing out.
We got the the Schuler Timo shoulders.
I wasn't here last night. Anything different besides just killing?
Kill him.
Kill him. Okay.
Were you here for any of the heroic attempts, like the one previously?
No.
Not last week, but the one before that.
No.
Don't
It's
soak
same-
as a
Okay.
small circle by yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah,
small
it's-
circles need to be soaked, but do not take it by yourself. You will die, and don't take 2 in a row. You get a debuff.
Go to your assigned spot so that we can pair up.
And don't accidentally soak a
Above.
small one before you run to the big one, and don't accidentally get a small one after the big one as well.
Oh, okay.
Don't get cleaved.
Okay.
Just don't die.
I'm here. I just work here, man.
Was the melee stack, Mark?
What is the melee stack?
Yeah,
Just for phase, for phase 2.
In front of the harpoon.
No, I meant for phase 2, so that we don't get pointed towards the range like that we did last week.
Last week. I think I
Last week we were just at like X-ish.
It's the left side
Okay.
of the boat.
Sweet. Fagin gets the mark.
Okay.
Wait, hold on, I'm doing that. I forgot he did the thing.
We need the timer so we know when you're calling.
The raid CD order is going to be me, Silty,
5, 4,
Wet,
3, 2, 1.
Quatch.
Please don't say those names back to back.
Wet Quatch?
Wet Quatch
Yeah.
is my next character name? Is that what you're saying? It's gonna be a Worgen female.
Jesus Christ.
Watch the cleave charges. Dragons are coming down. Kill dragons.
Big soak.
Big soak,
everyone.
big soak.
Don't get the little ones on your
This
way.
will be Silty's barrier. Yeah.
Watch charges. 2 of them. Don't soak unless you're healthy.
Silty, you still have your barrier?
What'd you say, Lau?
Charges.
Does Silty, do you still have your barrier?
Yeah, I do.
Sapper's up. Watch charges.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Big soak.
Big soak.
Silty, this is your barrier.
Alright, spread. Watch charges. Don't soak until you're like 70%.
I ate a Slayer at the wrong time, sorry, Shula.
Watch EBS, Schuler, or
There's
service.
so much shit going on in this
No,
game.
thanks.
Oh god.
Tapper.
4, 3,
Watch the
That's sun.
charges.
There's sun.
1.
Big soak.
This is
Big soak.
Big soak.
I'm down. I can reincarn.
No, that's
And
fine. Quash, go ahead. Okay, Andy's good. Quash, go ahead and train.
Watch charges. Watch charges. Don't soak until you're healthy. Kill dragons. Watch charges.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Sapper.
Big soap.
Big
Sapper
soap.
and big soap.
Guard you if you can. We'll get totem watch too.
Spread. Charges.
Dude, this is AIDS. Oh my god.
Watch the fire. We need to catch more thingies. I know a shitload of us are dead. But...
We also have a dead tank, so I think this is a wipe in phase 2 anyway.
2, 1.
And we have no B-reses, so just go and wipe it up.
Yeah.
We were a lot slower on add damage.
Yeah, we had 4 up at one time. That was not great.
Oh, I just got double bounced off the ship. Okay, bye.
It's the boat blowing up.
Ah. I think we're running back.
I mean, you've pointed out they don't have the debuff. Does anyone know, like, 100% if they had the debuff last week?
The sitting in the small soap?
No, the 10%.
Oh. I don't know.
I've never seen any of the nerf debuffs on my raid or unit frames on anything. Oh,
I can, but I don't know if they had it last week.
I don't know how much attention to ads.
They didn't have the debuff last week. I don't know if it's still applying to them, but at least on frames they didn't, because I can also see it and I've never seen it on these.
What's the debuff called again?
I don't know what it's called, but it's the worm breath
Assault.
simple.
It's like Assault of the ad specs or something.
Roll for.
So. Oh, I can't get res. That's right. Okay. Well,
You knocked off?
yeah. I got yeeted.
There's a portal as soon as you get in.
I'm here. The portal at the front just brings you right here. But thank you.
Yeah, it's nice. Out of curiosity, do we have 4 people in the green and yellow areas? Blue, orange, red, and purple are easy enough. Since green and yellow are pretty big, I figure it makes sense we should have 2 pairs there if possible.
You hear that, Kendra? We're pretty big.
Yeah, no, they don't have the debuff.
Four, three, two, one.
Charges, watch it. Alright, kill dragons.
Big soak.
Big soak, everybody in.
My barrier.
Don't on charges and don't soak until you're healthy.
Or no, we can soak together.
Charges and sapper. Rebuff for me, please.
Two, one.
Big soak.
Big soaks,
This is
everybody
Silty.
in.
Silty's barrier.
Spread. Don't soak till healthy. Kill dragons. Charges, 2 of them.
Come on.
Sapper. Careful, Kendra. Circle, Kendra.
Nope.
No.
So close. Thought I was out of it.
Big soak.
Big soak.
This is wet spirit link.
Hurt.
Charges out of this.
Okay.
Spread.
Ow.
Just wipe it.
Well, I've not happened.
Maybe we didn't have enough people in.
A lot of people's health at 0 at the same time.
Weak.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Four,
Yeah, a lot of Twilight barrage.
Big soak.
All this time anyway.
GG.
Wait, there's shit hanging out.
If you
Yeah, don't leave it.
needed loot, don't run away from the most part.
We gotta. Good progress on Zonas. Glad we found something that I think will work for us. We'll fine tune it for next Thursday.
We're at 11:29.
I think there's still some loot to go with though, right?
Yep.
There is, yeah. Hang out.
Have any of y'all gone to see the Minecraft movie in theaters?
No.
Nope, just someone
I have
complaining about
not.
the aftermath of it.
I
Yeah,
do not have a child.
Chicken jockey.
Chicken jockey, flint and steel.
I just saw a guy snuck a live chicken in. And, like, yeah. Society's really crumbling, isn't it?
Yeah.
All started with that stupid Szechuan sauce.
Is anyone else just tired of Jack Black?
Yeah. He's kind of like The Rock now. He's just like.
Yeah.
everything. He plays the same character. It's kind of boring.
Or he's just playing himself in every movie.
Yeah, it's just Jack Black.
I don't know. Tropic Thunder was his like peak, I think. Tropic Thunder was amazing.
He was pretty good in that.
Such a good movie.
Nacho Libre was peak Jack Black.
Just gonna
Tenacious
say
D.
yes.
Tenacious D, I'm with you on that
Like,
one.
I think School of Rock is probably his best movie.
Oh, that's a good one too, yeah.
I really like him as a musician, but I hate his comedy. So I don't know. But he is extremely talented as a singer. He's great.
His musicianship, his music is also comedy.
Yeah.
So you like it? Haha, gotcha. Lawyered.
Outlawyered the lawyer.
I'm with you on that though, Lau. I prefer Tenacious D over his movies. His movies are decent still, I think, but Tenacious D is awesome.
Yeah.
Did he reconcile with his partner? Or like,
No.
Oh, okay.
No, Tenacious D is officially done.
Sadness.
It's because Kyle didn't want that gas.
They were officially done years ago.
They were still touring. No, they're still doing stuff. They just haven't made anything new in a long time.
Yeah, that's kind of what I meant.
They put on a good show.
Brooks and Dunn weren't friends for like 25 years before they stopped doing shit together. They didn't even talk to each other outside of tours.
I just talked to my mom and she told me that she's going to a Brooks and Dunn concert in like a week or something like that. I didn't even know they were still alive.
I'll say it was probably like
each other.
Why are
I
they
was
going on
probably
tour?
around 26 or 27 by the time I learned that Montgomery Gentry was not just one guy named Montgomery Gentry.
Yeah, it's two people.
Well, I
I didn't know
listen
that.
to country music at all.
Same.
I don't even know who these people you're talking about are.
Same.
What are we doing with the rest of this loot?
Debating it.
Talking about it.
Oh, hell yeah, my bad.
Oh yeah, Risen and Wahoo. I may be in Houston this year for work.
Ooh.
If I remember where the warehouse is, it's north. Hold on. You have to tell me if the neighborhood. I'm not trying to dox y'all, but I'm doxing y'all.
You mentioned warehouse.
It would be, if I'm not mistaken, it's on the. It's in North Houston near like Harvest Bend.
Harvest Bend.
Jersey Village.
Oh yeah, I know Jersey Village.
That's not in North Houston.
That's like just right outside the inner loop, which is pretty much central Houston, which most people describe it as. But it is
Houston's an hour away from Houston, so.
Yeah. But that's where the warehouse is, I believe. I will let y'all know if it happens. May have to go do a surprise audit on them, so I'll be down there for like a week.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I'm like.
Fuck.
If there's no traffic, 15 minutes away from there.
Oh, that's not bad. Depends if they send me back to Calgary.
Calgary, huh?
Yeah. Or Little or frickin' Little Rock. Arkansas. Depends. There's a lot of shit going on.
Let him go, Schuler. He wants it.
Nah. Got engines on loot stun.
I've gotten shields, a blessing of sacrifice. At some point, I expect a nature swiftness heal of some sort.
Do you actually do enough damage to kill yourself through fell armor and stuff?
I shouldn't. I shouldn't be getting any healing from fell armor.
Is it not like 2% per second or whatever it was?
No. It's now its damage that I deal heals me.
I mean, technically, you are doing damage.
Yeah, but if I could heal myself with the damage I do with Hellfire, then, you know, that'd be interesting.
I guess you are very slightly going down.
Yeah, it's just Hellfire does a lot less damage now. And the whole getting rid of spell ranks makes it harder to life tap down to like 1 health.
You do heal from fell armor.
Is that your warrior, isn't it?
It is.
Alright, 6 levels down. 79 to go.
I'm boosting this bitch. I ain't leveling.
Coward!
They did kind of rug pull us with Joyous Journeys in the new boost, though.
I mean, they've always canceled the Joyous Journeys until, like, we're in the lull of the next patch.
Yeah. Like, they'll probably turn it on again, right? Like during pre-patch or something.
Yeah, we'll get Joyous Journeys probably all the way through pre-patch.
Yeah, which will be helpful for people leveling monks and stuff, because they have to do it from level 1.
And when we're in the pre-patch, we'll have the reduced XP requirements too, from 85 or from 80 to 85.
But that'll be good.
Get your heirlooms.
Juan, are you still around? Does not seem like
Nope. He pieced.
He's in Discord, but he might have just gone AFK.
Yeah.
I can get rid of the apparatus.
Yay.
Yay.
Hey, congrats. It's actually such a huge quality of life improvement for you.
Yeah.
I got rid of the apparatus, the first trinket I got.
What'd you get, Crash?
Yeah.
Oh, that's huge. Congrats.
I mean, Risen did, yeah. As far as flying, the one that I replaced it with, I don't remember.
Might have been Eye of the Making.
Something off of normal. Oh, it's Bone Link Fetish.
Ah.
The normal Bone Link Fetish. I got rid of apparatus with that thing.
Oh, it's happening, Kendro.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
The jumper cables work, Pone.
Nice. Man, Queen's Garden has fallen, huh?
Alright, grass on
What's it down to now?
1099, 1100. Oh.
Damn. It's almost affordable.
Uh-huh.
Speaking of Queen's Garden, you
Is that all the loot?
cut the brilliant one?
Yes, that was it.
Yeah, that is all the loot.
Okay.
Yeah, I can cut brilliant.
Alright, I am on my way to the Dwarven District. If you are... Oh yeah, you're there. Okay. Oh wait, shit. I need to see if I got any others in the little geodes or whatever they're called.
guess I could try to get the tier ones.
You guys have a good night.
You too.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I haven't been here in a week.